All right, I want to talk about the missing link that you need to really master if you want to get lean for life. I just put up an Instagram post today really talking about this subject. And I want to really elaborate today on this YouTube video so you can actually get lean for life. And, you know, a lot of people, they can drop fat, they can lose 20, 30 pounds, but sure enough, they can't maintain it. And there's no point, you know, I think we could both agree, there's no point in losing a bunch of weight, looking good for a few weeks and then gaining it back. You're putting in all this work just to look good for a really short period of time. What we really are going for is being lean for life. And if that's the goal, we need to operate under a different system. So the first thing we have to understand, and you guys already know this, we'll go through this really quick, is that there's really no secret to getting lean. Let's wait for this airplane to go by. A lot of airplanes coming over here in Toronto. But there's no magic pill to get lean. There's no supplement that's gonna make getting lean really easy. You know, cardio intervals are completely overstated. It doesn't really help that much. If you're an athlete training 3-4 hours a day, yes, you're burning a lot of calories. Of course, you're gonna be really ravenous too, so it doesn't help as much as you think. But you know, if you're doing an hour of cardio, it doesn't help as much as people want to state. There's no fat burning foods. There's no secrets to getting lean. Intermittent fasting, while very helpful for a lot of people that really stick into that calorie deficit, by no means is it magical. If you fast all day and then you just stuff yourself, eat like crap, you know, eat a bunch of chips and just go over your calories, it's not going to work in the least. So again, the key, of course, to getting lean comes down to calorie deficit. But here is where the missing link is that a lot of people miss. And when I was going through a roller coaster of losing weight, gaining weight, losing weight, gaining weight, losing weight, gaining weight, never really able to hone in on where I wanted to be and stay there, I was missing this really crucial step. You see, what was happening was I would go on this cut. I'd go on this pretty strict cut. I'd lose weight for a couple weeks or whatever, a few weeks, and then I kind of screw up. I'd fall off and then I start gaining weight. And so I start losing weight and then gaining weight, losing weight, gaining weight, losing weight, gaining weight. Kind of like a zigzag approach that left me basically in the same place for a long period of time. And I think a lot of people can relate to this. Perhaps even you can relate to this, where, you know, you're on this diet, you fall off the diet and then you gain weight. Then you jump on the diet, you lose weight and then you gain weight. And this is really bad. I even think that it kind of has a negative effect on your metabolism. When you're always just going too hard and then gaining the weight back, I think it makes it very hard to really be able to eat and enjoy food while staying at the right weight. It just exacerbates everything. And the more you do it, you know, from what I've seen, I don't have the research to support this, but the more you do it, the harder and harder it gets to keep losing that weight. I've seen this with some people where they keep losing the same 20, 30, 40 pounds over and over again. And then every time they lose the weight again, it takes a little bit longer. And then the weight comes on a bit faster. But I've digressed. And that could be for different reasons. Could be for different reasons. But I've digressed. So the missing link, and I know it's 3.5 minutes. I haven't told you yet. Sorry about that. But we're getting into it right now. The missing link that's going to make getting lean and staying lean so much easier is the ability to stay right where you are. So if right now you're 180 pounds and 15% body fat, the most important thing you learn how to do is stay at 180 pounds at 15% body fat. If you can do that, getting to 10% or 9% is going to be so much easier. Now, that's not trying to work out really hard, diet really hard, and then eat a bit more. It's like actually eating at maintenance every day. And maybe your maintenance is 2,500 calories. We'll eat 2,500 calories every day. Get really good at eating at maintenance to the point where it feels so easy. You're so satisfied. Eating at maintenance is just effortless. And then when you can really lock into maintenance, then you can do, you cut for even just 3 weeks, lose 3-4 pounds. You're probably going to drop close to 2% body fat, which is pretty good, if you went from 15 to 13%, and then lock in at 13% body fat. Lock in at 13% body fat and stay there. Stay there for a couple weeks, stay there for a month, stay there for 2 months or 3 months for all I care, and then go back and then maybe cut down to 10, 11% and then stay there. This is very, very, very important for people that, You know, if you're 20, 30, 40 pounds overweight, you can lose weight pretty consistently. But when you get down to 15%, 16%, and then you're cutting, you can't just fly from 16% down to 8%. I mean, you can do it. It's going to be really tough. You're probably going to get hormonal issues. You're probably going to want to binge. It's going to be mentally very challenging too. But people do it all the time, but usually when they get there, they balloon right back up 95% of the time. So what's really, really good is to master maintaining your weight. To lose a little bit of weight, then get locked in. And when you're able to maintain your weight, that's when you have the real power. That's when, instead of taking 2 steps forward and then 2 steps backward, you take, 1 step forward. You chill there, you enjoy it. Your training's good because now you're eating at maintenance. Then take another step forward. And then you enjoy it. And so take another step forward. And every time you've gone from maintenance to cutting for, a month or 2 months or 3 months, whatever it is, it could be 1 month, it could be 3 months. Every time you do that and then you go back to cutting, you've improved your body. You've improved your metabolism, because when you're eating at maintenance, you're up-regulating leptin. And that's gonna help you help control your appetite and increase your metabolism, which is really good. So then it gets easier to keep losing weight, because a lot of people, they'll lose weight fast in the beginning and then it just slows down really fast. But what also it does is it helps you optimize your body composition. It helps you maintain more muscle, less fat, because here's the thing: if you're always in a calorie deficit, sure enough, you're going to start to sacrifice some muscle. But when you're cutting for a couple months and then you go back to maintenance, you actually get this really nice recomp effect where your strength goes up because you're eating more, your training improves. So you start to actually stay as lean as you are, but you start to fill out a little bit more, and then you cut a bit more, and then you fill out a bit more. And so it really allows you to maintain more muscle and strength as you work your way to the goal body fat percentage. But if you're cutting hard and then gaining the weight back, you're overeating, you're eating too much, it's not going to work as well. It's not going to work as well, and usually that's done in like a short. People will gain weight way too quickly. When they fall off the diet, they'll gain 2-3 pounds a week, and that's just pure fat. It's not worth it. So what is it? How do you actually maintain your weight? What's the key to mastering maintenance? Now, for people that never really have ever cared about going on a diet, that just, that have been staying at the same weight for a long time, those people, they are really in tune with their appetite regulation and their energy regulation. So their body is very, very in tune, and that makes it very, very easy. But for people that aren't like that, probably most people have tried diets and stuff like that, they usually, if they are maintaining their weight year after year, it's usually that they're actually losing weight and gaining weight. You just don't necessarily notice it because you don't pay attention. They'll diet, they'll lose 20 pounds over the course of the year, and then they'll gain some weight back. That's actually a lot of people that fall into that wagon. So how do we start to learn how to maintain our weight? Well, basically, the first thing is you want to find a diet approach you actually enjoy and can stick to. Ideally, one that's not based on eating these foods and not eating these foods, but ideally a diet approach that is in fact based on setting up in a way that's enjoyable for you, that fits your lifestyle. If you want to eat 3-4 meals a day, you can do that. If you want to fast and eat 2 meals a day, a little snack, you can do that. But finding that diet approach that really fits with your lifestyle and your preference, and it makes it the most enjoyable to stick to at a given calorie intake. So what's the most enjoyable way to eat 2,100 calories a day? That's what you want to do. And maybe it's fasting, maybe it's not. But once you find out that setup that really works for you, and really finding, not that you have to eat certain foods, but finding the meals and foods and things that satisfy you. I'm a steak and potato guy. I'm a Chipotle guy. I like tacos. I like chicken, and I like kind of simple stuff. I'll make some cheese quesadillas too. I'll make some omelets and stuff. And I get these gluten-free English muffins. I love them. The apples. My dessert right now, my favorite dessert is, for one, I'll usually do a Rice Krispie square and a collagen protein shake to break my fast. But then I'll also have at night usually a Magnum ice cream, chocolate almond ice cream bar. It's like 240 calories, 250 or something like that, and it satisfies me really well. So yeah, you want to find the foods and stuff that really fit you and the eating style. But so really what it comes down to when it comes down to eating at maintenance is you almost want to be as diligent as you are when you're cutting. So when you're cutting, you know, you tend to have a calorie goal in mind. You tend to have an idea what you're gonna eat that day. Maybe you're gonna fast till 1 o'clock, eat this nice big lunch, have your, you know, dinner at 6, and then a little late night snack, and you're gonna eat 2,100 calories. Well, now at maintenance, you wanna follow that same kind of structure, but instead you'll have an extra 400 or 500 calories to work with. And that makes it a lot more enjoyable. That makes it quite a bit more enjoyable. But a lot of people that eat at maintenance, they don't think about it. They eat whatever they want, and you know, it's very easy to eat, instead of eating an extra 400 or 500 calories, eat an extra 1,000 calories, and that's when you start to gain weight really fast, and it doesn't work too well. So basically, for you guys listening, it is really crucial that you learn how to actually maintain your weight. If you can lose weight, you got half of it. But if you don't know how to actually stay where you are, then you'll never be able to stay lean for life. It's gonna be losing weight, gaining weight, losing weight, gaining weight, and it's gonna fucking suck. And even in my Warrior Shredding program, when I did the 2.0 update, you know, for every 8 to 12 weeks of cutting, you're doing 1 month at maintenance. And that's when you're gonna be kind of filling out a little bit more, recomping a bit more. And that's gonna, and then also there's like 1 or 2 days a week where you're eating at maintenance. So the whole program is designed to teach you how to actually not only get lean, but stay lean and really learn how to eat at maintenance. So really cool stuff. But again, you know, the bad news, of course, is that eating at maintenance, you still gotta be cognizant, you still gotta be somewhat strict. You can't just be snacking and grazing on food all day and expect that you're gonna be eating at maintenance. Most people are really good at eating too many calories, especially in our lifestyle where, you know, most of us kind of work sedentary jobs. We're not walking 4 hours a day. Most of us have access to food so easily, and we're used to having all these different foods everywhere. And so it's really easy to overeat our calories. So we have to, even just to eat at maintenance, we have to be very locked in and diligent. We have to be very cognizant. We have to, you know, ideally when you eat slowly. Take your time, listen to your body. Sometimes you have to realize if hunger is real hunger or false hunger. A lot of times, you know, especially if we're not at the leanness we want to be at, our bodies are telling us to eat, but if you wait 20 minutes, it goes away and you're fine. So you have to get really in tune with our real hunger versus fake hunger. And that's what fasting can help with, that because it can really teach you what it means to actually be hungry. So really important stuff here. And I hope you guys found this video really helpful. Again, learning how to really stay at your goal weight is going to make getting lean for life so much easier, and you'll finally be able to enjoy that, you know, amazing physique you're building. It's going to be great. So hope you guys found this video helpful. Make sure to hit the like button if you liked it. If you haven't already, subscribe, and I'll put my link to the programs in the description. And if you haven't checked me out on Instagram, follow me on Instagram. That's where I'm posting every single day. Peace.